Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Jordan. I'm a family nurse practitioner practicing functional medicine, and I love making anti-inflammatory diet recipes for you. Today we are doing another Mediterranean diet focused recipe video, and we're really honing in on the 5 foods that you should eat if you are trying to conceive, or if you're just mindful of your fertility, want to have healthy, balanced hormones. These are foods that can really help boost the different macronutrients and micronutrients that you need during that time of life. I'm gonna get started with my Ricotta Zucchini Egg Bites. I am just cracking my 8th egg into my blender here. So 8 eggs into the blender. Eggs are our first fertility supporting food. They're really high in choline, which is vital in that early stage of embryo development, and it often tends to be something that's lacking. They're a fantastic source of choline, but you're also getting protein, omega-3s. You're also getting other B vitamins as well. And our next fertility supporting food is full fat, unsweetened dairy. We're adding a whole cup of full fat, plain old ricotta cheese. I know cottage cheese gets a lot of hype these days, and I love cottage cheese. I think it's great. Super high in protein, but it is lower in fat. Ricotta, it has the same amount of protein, so you're still getting the same amount of grams of protein, but it is also gonna have a little bit more fat to it. Why would that be important? Some of the things that are in full fat dairy, like fat soluble vitamins, A, D, E, and K, which are all super important for fertility and women's hormones, you need the fat in order to absorb those vitamins because they're fat soluble. Getting that little bit of extra fat, especially in the time of life that you might be trying to conceive or really focusing on your fertility, or if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, getting enough fat is really important. And eggs and ricotta are just classic staples in so many different Mediterranean cultures. Now we're going to add a whole zucchini. You knew I had to add a vegetable in at some point, and vegetables are another important fertility food, and obviously a huge part of the Mediterranean diet. They eat way more vegetables in a day than we typically do in the standard American diet. I just cut it in half, and I'm just gonna run my knife down this center to try to get some of the seeds out of the zucchini so that the mixture doesn't get too wet. So I have found that taking out this core with a lot of the seeds and where a lot of the water is really helps. In the case of fertility, fruits and vegetables are really high in antioxidants, especially things like vitamin C. Vitamin C is really important for progesterone secretion of the corpus luteum. That's what happens post-ovulation. We need good, healthy progesterone levels in order to carry that pregnancy through the first trimester. And vegetables are also full of fiber, which helps with good, healthy estrogen metabolism. Okay, so I took the seeds out of the zucchini and chopped it in just a rough chop just to help the blender out a little bit, and now I'm just gonna plop it all in. This is great because you honestly blend it all together. You don't even know that the zucchini is really in there. It doesn't taste like a whole lot, but you're getting that green color, you're getting the antioxidants, and getting some fiber. Now we need to add some Parmesan cheese, or Parmigiano Reggiano, if you want to get the good stuff. A little bit more salty flavor. I love the flavor of Parmesan cheese. Anywhere from 1/3 to 1/2 cup of freshly grated cheese. Also done this with extra sharp cheddar cheese, and it's also really good. We are going to add 1/4 teaspoon of salt and some black pepper. Now I just need to blend this up. It should be nice and smooth after you blend it. I just got a standard muffin pan. I've greased each muffin tin with a little bit of avocado oil. We're just gonna evenly distribute the eggs mixture to each one. I like to fill them about 3/4 of the way full. My oven has preheated to 350. You're gonna need about 20 to 25 minutes in order to bake. Once they're puffed up and then just slightly golden on the top, we will pull them out. I recommend preparing for conception a minimum of 3 months before your ideal time to get pregnant. I can't believe it, but Robin will be 1 year old in a month, and we are planning to start trying for baby number 2 shortly after that. So I am getting into that 3-month window of time to really dial in the nutrient density of my diet. After being postpartum and breastfeeding for almost a combined 2 years, I wanted to see how my micronutrient stores were doing, which brings me to my sponsor for this video, LabCorp on On Demand. LabCorp On Demand offers over 70 different lab tests that you can purchase directly on your own without a doctor or provider's appointment. I chose the micronutrient test that they offer, which includes B12, folate, magnesium, zinc, iodine, and vitamin D. All are key vitamins and minerals for fertility. This test just made it so easy and convenient to purchase online and book the test. When testing, your sample will be collected using the same methods at your doctor's office. No need to prick your own finger. The testing is performed at a CAP accredited, CLIA certified clinical laboratory that typically processes 3 million samples every week. So they're used to doing this. You can even skip the waiting room and wait in your car until the lab technician is ready to see you. So easy and convenient, especially if you're a busy mom like me. You'll be notified by email when your results are ready, as early as even the next day. I remember I got my results pretty much within 3 business days. You'll be able to view your easy to read results online in your LabCorp patient account, so no waiting on a provider to review them. They just pop into your account. You can see them right there. And for any results that do require prompt attention, you will be contacted by phone or email. My results indicated that all my micronutrients were within normal ranges, which was really reassuring. I did note my iodine was on the low end of normal, which is common if you don't use iodized salt and do a lot of home cooking. I'll focus on making sure I include some more iodine-rich foods every week. As a nurse practitioner, I know how long it can take to get in to see your provider, sometimes 9 months to a year if you're a new patient trying to establish. When you're trying to conceive, you want meaningful guidance now. That's why I'm so excited about LabCorp On Demand. It's really increasing access to testing, and seeing my levels helped me pinpoint exactly what I needed to focus on nutritionally. Whether you're trying to conceive, optimize your health, or just want more insight into your body, this test is a game changer. Whether you're optimizing nutrition for performance or just curious about your health and just want to see where any gaps might be, LabCorp On Demand makes it easy to get the answers you need. You're going to click the link in the description to get started, or you can visit https://trylco.com/Waddell and use code Waddell for 20% off at checkout when purchasing a test. You want to check out the micronutrient test and other tests you can purchase on their website on their test menu. You can go to that same site to purchase a test. Use that promo code Waddell, that's my last name, Waddell, for 20% off your purchase. Then make an appointment or walk in to one of LabCorp's over 2,000 patient service centers for sample collection. Thank you so much to LabCorp On Demand for sponsoring this portion of the video. Just took our egg bites out of the oven. They're puffed up a little bit golden brown on the top. They will settle back down. They'll come out like super puffy, and then they're gonna settle back down. I like to leave them to cool just for about 5 minutes, and then I either eat some or I put the rest of them away in the fridge. Time to get started on our next recipe. Inspired by a traditional hummus or a Mediterranean bean dip with a fertility boost from oysters, smoked canned oysters. I wanted to find a way to make them a little bit more palatable, just like a sneaky way you could get them in and get all the nutritional benefits. The food processor to make this dip, I am starting with 1 can of drained and rinsed cannellini beans. I just really like the creaminess from the cannellini beans. You could use chickpeas. I just happen to really like the cannellini beans, so that's what I am using. I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of tahini, very traditional in Mediterranean bean dips like hummus. Juice from 1 whole lemon. I got some seedless lemons, so I'm kind of enjoying the fact that I can just squeeze it right in and not have to worry about the seeds going in. Canned smoked oysters here. They're packed in olive oil. I would recommend getting them like that if you can, because we're just gonna add the whole thing right in there. We don't have to add any extra olive oil. Smell nice and smoky. I'm going to add these right in along with the olive oil. They're definitely different than raw oysters. These have been cooked, so no need to cook them. 1 clove of raw garlic. There we go. If you don't love garlic, you could leave it out, but it's very traditional. Throw it in whole. The food processor will take care of that for us. A half a teaspoon of salt. There is some salt from the smoked oysters. Half a teaspoon of some paprika. Smoked oyster dip. It's really popular and usually it's made with cream cheese. I wanted to find a way to lighten it up a little bit and marry it with a more Mediterranean style dip like hummus. But I did really like the spices that a lot of those recipes have because I do think that the oysters benefit from a little kick, a little heat. I don't love things super duper spicy, so I'm just gonna add a dash of cayenne pepper. You could add more if you like it really spicy. I am going to take this over to the food processor, blend it up until it is nice and smooth. So a lot of us know how good things like wild salmon are for us. It can be easy to forget about some of the other really fantastic shellfish and seafood options out there that are really easy and inexpensive to cook with. And that's why I love tinned fish like these smoked oysters. I love smoked mussels. You guys know I love sardines, but the benefits of oysters is unmatched. You are not someone that eats red meat. You can really get a lot of that really rich zinc, selenium, iodine, B vitamins, iron. You can get that from oysters, as well as them being really high in omega-3s like EPA and DHA, which are critical for brain development in those early stages of fetal development and for lowering inflammation in the body. And having this dip on hand will just make that super easy. Look at how nice and smooth and creamy that is. Jackson's come to join us for the taste test. Hi, buddy. Smoky, a little warm, little spice, not too much. I'm gonna clean up and we'll get to the last recipe. I have some ground meat cooking on the stove here and it is almost done. Go ahead and chop my veggies because we're going to add them in as soon as the meat is all cooked. Just any meat that I have cooking on the stove here. I have a combination of ground beef as well as some ancestral blend ground meat. The ancestral blend, if you've never seen it before, a couple brands out there are making these ancestral blends. Are typically ground beef, or I've also seen bison, I've seen venison as well. Ground meat like you would find in most ground meat. There are some added organ meats like liver, heart, kidneys, different organ meats. Organ meats are a fertility food superstar, and if you really look at traditional Mediterranean diets, you will find that many of those cultures eat nose to tail, meaning that they don't just eat the muscle meat because all the different parts of the animal have different nutrient benefits. I've grown up eating them, and so liver and organ meats is definitely an acquired taste for me. When you combine it and just add a little bit into some ground beef, which is already a familiar flavor, it just makes it really accessible. And when you pair it with a slightly acidic food like we're going to with tomatoes, we are gonna make our own bolognese sauce. You'll hardly know, and your family will not know, that there are hidden organ meats in your bolognese sauce. I have one whole onion chopped. Also have one carrot chopped. Add that right into the meat. I still have it over like medium-high heat so the veggies can cook. The carrot just adds some nice sweetness. That way you don't need to add sugar to your tomato sauce. 3 garlic cloves we need to smash. Liver and other organ meats are so great for fertility is because they are essentially like nature's multivitamin. They're so high in B vitamins. And the superstar is really the amazing source of bioavailable vitamin A in the form of retinol. It's a tough one to get from plant-based sources. Plant-based sources are gonna have beta carotene, which our body has to convert to retinol. Might not absorb it as well. But just having about 3 ounces a week of some type of liver or organ meats, you're gonna meet those necessary nutrient needs like the B vitamins, choline, the vitamin A, zinc, selenium, really important nutrients that are vital for our reproductive organs and for a baby's early development. All right, 3 garlic cloves going in. Add 1 teaspoon of salt. A little bit of pepper. We'll let the vegetables sweat and just cook down for a little bit. I just leave the garlic cloves whole and fish them out later. That way they just kind of infuse everything with garlic, but you don't get like a huge bite potentially of garlic. Now we are going to finish off the sauce. One 24-ounce can of crushed tomatoes. Make sure you get really good quality tomatoes. That is what is going to make this sauce taste amazing. I think with Mediterranean cooking, so much of it is, it's so simple, and it's really just about the good quality ingredients and how good they taste and just letting them shine. A little stir, piece of Parmesan rind, Parmigiano Reggiano if you can get it. Just going to nestle that down in here. You need to add some basil. This is my new favorite way to keep basil in the fridge. So I have it in just a small glass with a little bit of water, and then I have a plastic bag over it. I read online that this is the best way to keep basil. I bought this basil a week ago, and it still looks good. Pull out a couple stalks of fresh basil, right down into the sauce. And I really just want the sauce to simmer lightly, so I'm gonna put it at a lower heat. I'll stir it every once in a while, and I'm gonna set a timer for about 25 minutes. One thing I really like to do is make some pasta and have it with the bolognese sauce, and then have some type of green vegetable on the side. Like I might also steam some broccoli or some asparagus or some green beans, and I just steam it or boil it right in the same pot that I'm cooking the pasta in. I'll just add it in the last couple minutes. Sauce has been simmering. I have some pasta ready to go. A tablespoon or so of some butter. Also use extra virgin olive oil, just some type of fat at the end. This gives it that like restaurant quality flavor. So this is something fun that I've been adding to my sauces a lot. One thing that cooking for my fertility has taught me is not to be afraid of fat. I don't overdo it by any means. When you cook with adequate fat, food just tastes so much better, and you really absorb those nutrients that are fat soluble a lot better. There's no reason why eating a Mediterranean diet that focuses on healthy fertility should taste healthy or boring or bland. It should taste really good and really satisfying. And I'm just going to spoon some of the sauce right over. All right, let's get a bite. Very, very hot. Oh my God. You cannot get that from a jar. That is so good. Would never know that there's organ meats in here. It just tastes like a really hearty, meaty bolognese sauce. Those are our 3 Mediterranean diet recipes highlighting 5 foods that are good for fertility. Leave your questions, comments, video requests down below in the comments. I have a very messy kitchen to clean up, so I'm gonna go do that. If you guys enjoyed, give it a thumbs up if you did, and I will see you soon for another one.